Today we're trying out the Silvercrest Bread Maker. We picked this up from the middle of Lidl and paid $59.99. So this features 16 programs and 3 browning levels, has a 15-hour delay start timer and runs at about 850 watts. And included in the box is the instructions, a recipe booklet, a measuring cup, a measuring spoon and a dough hook remover. This has fully automated programs. It mixes, kneads, proofs and bakes. You can do white or brown bread, whole grain bread, enriched bread and sponge cake in here. And it does have specialty programs for gluten-free baked goods, pasta or pizza dough, jam and yogurt, and up to 8 customizable programs. It has 3 bread weight settings, 1000 grams, 1250 grams, and 1500 grams. It also has a 60-minute keep warm function and an 80-minute express program for the bigger loaf. It tells you when to add fruit and nuts when you're following a recipe, and it has acoustic and visual reminders for when to remove the dough hook before the baking program starts. So let's get this out of the box and see what we're looking at. So this comes with the quick start guide. This gives you the basics on how to use the machine. It also comes with the full user manual. This tells you all about the programs in much more detail. It's also the parts and the maintenance guide. And then we have the recipe book full of lots of types of breads, cakes, jams, and lots of tips and useful information about storing products that you've made. The bread maker looks really smart in this white and chrome. It has a good length cable on here as well. You've got the big viewing window in the top and the lid simply lifts. You've got the removable bread pan, and that has 2 dough hooks in the bottom which are removable. We've got the control panel just on the top at the front, and we've got a little guide as to what the programs do. And this comes with a measuring cup, a measuring spoon and the dough hook remover. So plug it in to switch it on, and then you've got access to all the different functions. You've got the simple stop start button here. When you've got your program set up, press it once and it will start up. We've got the bread brown button here, and you can scroll through the different settings of colour between dark brown, mid brown, pale or quick. This one is the bread weight setting. And again, you can scroll through those and you'll see the arrow move between the 1000 grams, 1250 grams or 1500 grams. We've got the program selector just at the top here, and you've got the numbers that represent what those programs are, and you can simply scroll through those numbers to select the program that you want to use. And then you've got the delay start timer functions here with the up and down arrows, and you can delay the start of your program by anything up to 15 hours. Now when it's running a program, you've got some little symbols here and an arrow that will point to where the program is up to. This top one represents preheat. This is need 1. This is rise 1. This is need 2. This one is rise 2 and rise 3. This one is bake and this one is keep warm. And obviously not every program will use every one of those functions. But you'll also have the countdown timer while the program is running. The other two things that might come up on here is if you're to add ingredients during baking, it will come up add and it will beep and flash. And if you need to remove the dough hooks before the baking process, it will beep at you and it will say RMV for remove. So I'm going to give this a try out today. I'm going to make wholemeal bread using program 3 and I'm following the recipe from the book. And it's recommended that you put the wet ingredients in before the dry in the order that it is in the recipe. So let's see how it goes. So there we have it, that's the Silvercrest Bread Maker. That looks really stylish. It's quite simple to use and has some great features. Now I've tried out one of the recipes from the book today, and even though I've followed the ingredients quite accurately, it did seem to sink during the baking process. I'm not quite sure why that's happened, and I'll try out some more recipes to see if we can find something that works better. But I've had a little taste of that bread and it's absolutely delicious, and it's certainly got the right consistency. If anyone else has any ideas of what happened to make that sink, leave us a comment. Now we're going to add this to our Middle of Lidl playlist, and hopefully someone's found that useful. Thanks for watching.